Hey Google, what's today's date?
It is Friday, the 30th of August 2019.
We expect it to continue to make that move off toward the west, basically in the direction of the Bahamas, and then eventually toward Florida.
So we are like right here, Mason, right?
Right there.
So we are right in the middle of it. Let's hope we don't float away.
See you later.
Good morning, everyone. So as you can see, Hurricane Dorian is coming our way. We are literally right in the middle of it as of right now. It's Category 4. It's gonna be super strong, so we are preparing for it. If you wanna see our tips and tricks and how we prepare for it, then follow along. So the last big hurricane that we had, Mason, what hurricane was that? Hurricane Irma. It was it mandatory evacuation? No, it wasn't mandatory evacuation in our area, but I guess it was voluntary evacuation, and we had decided to evacuate because it was coming our way and it was supposed to be really bad. We also had Lily, and we were afraid that if we didn't leave, we would end up getting stuck and having to go to a shelter, and it wouldn't allow us to bring Lily. So we decided to evacuate, and we went up to Tennessee and Kentucky. If you haven't seen that vlog, I do have a vlog of that. You can check it out. But that was a huge mistake. I don't think we would ever do that again. So we are making sure that we are prepared and ready to go so we can tough it out here and hope for the best. Our house that was built is or does have some hurricane proof stuff. So the windows and stuff go up to like 150 miles per hour. There's a couple of features that's good about this house. So hopefully keep your fingers crossed that we get lucky and we're okay. So last time we evacuated, it was so scary. I have anxiety as is, but everyone had stuff on top of their roofs. Everyone's trying to evacuate at the same time. There's so much traffic. The gas stations and stuff were all like piled with people. People were fighting over gas. Like, it was dangerous and scary and bad, and I don't think I would ever do that again, especially having Lila and Lily. It's just a lot of supplies that we'd have to pack up for, and it's a lot, and I don't want to be stuck on the side of the road with a baby and a dog. So we are toughing it out, and that's why we're choosing to stay for this hurricane. Of course, obviously, if we were in a mandatory evacuation zone, we would evacuate because we're not going to take our chances with our Lily and Lila. So we would evacuate, but since it's not mandatory right now, we're staying put. So I'm not really sure how it's going to work out, but because we have our solar panels, we might have energy stored up to use as backup once the power goes out, but I'm not too positive how that works because this is our first time in a hurricane with the solar panels. But I did read a couple of articles saying that we should save all our power or energy or whatever and use the stored electricity, or what, I don't know how you say it, onto our solar panels. So, which means unplugging all unnecessary stuff. So I'm gonna go around and unplug like our hutch that we have plugged in and the guest lamps and stuff. Even though they're not turned on, it still saves energy. And then these lights I have on just because I'm filming, but I should really turn those off as well. So anything that you can, try to unplug and save all your energy for if you have the solar panels, because once that power goes out, you're gonna use that stored energy on your solar panels for that. And then once that's gone, then you're completely out of energy and power. So pretty much our main concern right now is, since we are in a new development, there's a lot of houses being built, a lot of debris, a lot of unnecessary things in the road and everything that could fly into our windows. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but we're also worried about the air conditioning and the power, because we have a ton of stuff in our fridge. But to prepare for that, we are taking precautions and we're making sure we have everything ready to go. So I have our Yeti. I'm gonna fill up some baggies with water just in case our electric does go out. I can put the ice in our Yeti, and then hopefully the freezer stuff fits in the Yeti. As for water and stuff, I'm going to fill up the tubs, make sure those are filled in case we had to use them for either flushing the toilets, taking showers, baths, whatever. If Lily needs some extra water, we have that. You're supposed to have usually 3 to 4 days of food and water on hand, but for this one, I don't know why they're saying that we need 7 days, which is kind of scarier. So we went out shopping the other day and got extra water. We got cases of water and gallons of water, and then we got some sodas and carbonation water, whatever the things that Mason likes. So those are ready to go. And then we're trying to use up our fridge and freezer food first, just in case the power does go out, that's all used up. And then we have a ton of stuff in the pantry, so we don't have to worry about that. So our main concern is pretty much everything like the powerful winds, debris flying into our house, and then just losing our electric and AC. So if it does become super dangerous and scary, we would end up going into our interior bedroom and bathroom. There's like a whole separate hall I'll show you in a second, but that bedroom only has one window and the bathroom is completely like inside interior. There's no outdoor walls in that bathroom. And then we would take the mattress and dresser and put it up against that one window, and we should be good to go. So this is the interior bathroom and bedroom that I was talking about that we was staying, and then it only has that one window. So if you've seen our house tour, you've already seen these rooms, but we would just cover that window and we would pretty much stay in this section right here. Because our house is 1 story, our house is built of cinder blocks, so that is pretty good. It should hold up pretty well during a storm. Keep your fingers crossed, knock on wood. I think I jinxed that, but. And then we have our pantry fully stocked. It's always fully stocked though because we're food people, but all of our drinks down there and the bottles of water, and those are like the little Croys that I was talking about, the carbonated water. And hopefully this doesn't go out. I don't think we will lose much in our fridge, but mainly our freezer, because we just stocked up on meats and we didn't know the hurricane was coming. If we knew the hurricane was coming, then we probably wouldn't have stocked up, but. Oh, and by the way, if you have a kid or a baby or a toddler, don't recommend this fridge. I wasn't thinking about it, but that's like her own mini personal fridge, and she likes getting her popsicles and peanut butter and jellies out of there. So not a good choice of fridge when you have a toddler running around. Lila has already eaten all of her hurricane snacks. If you've seen that meme is so funny, where it's written, "I will not eat my hurricane snacks. I will not eat my hurricane snacks." I love that meme. But not only are we stocked up on our food, we are stocked up on Lily's food as well. Lila drinks a lot of milk now, so I have 2 big gallons in there for her. I don't know why, but milk has seemed to like last longer in dates. Normally it doesn't last that long, but I think this one's until like the 17th, so we should be good for whole milk. And all of our food supplies, we should be just fine. So early this morning, I went out and cleared the back porch and the patio off. I put everything into the garage. I filmed a little bit of it, so I'll insert those right now, but it's from early this morning, so don't mind the way I look. Good morning, everyone. Sorry I look like a wreck, but I'm gonna look like this today because we are prepping for Hurricane Dorian. Supposedly, she's gonna be a Category 4 now, and she's coming straight for us and Disney World. Mason has off work today. Don't mind the noise in the background, I'm steam mopping. His boss gave them off work so they can prep and get ready for the hurricane. He is currently out trying to get us another propane tank. We get an extra propane tank for our grill, just in case power does go out, because we can use our grill to cook our food instead. Say hi. Good morning. You helping us too prep for the hurricane? How old are you for the hurricane? Can you tell me how old you are? 1. Good job. Lila's first hurricane. Wish us well. Wish us good luck. Do you say wish us well? I don't know. So everything that is on our patio, like the toys and stuff and the decor, I'm going to bring in and put into our garage. And then I plan on taking the grill and smushing it right in between the couch and the chairs, and then pushing the couch up against it. And that should be good enough for out back. woman to come out here and help the man, right? Okay, ready? I lift up from this. 1, 2, 3. So that should be good for the patio. I might end up moving the top cushions, but I'm not really worried about them because they're soft. And they're also outdoor furniture cushions and stuff so they can get wet. So that's ready to go. My next step is going to be clearing out the front door and putting all that decor into the garage. If you have any decor in your garden too, I pick them up just because I don't want them flying around or going into people's windows and stuff, even though it's pretty heavy, but storm's gonna be a category 4, so the winds are gonna be strong. On the outside has been moved into the garage. The only thing that's left, if you saw, we have our patio furniture because it's patio furniture, it's waterproof and stuff. And we also have the screen lanai, so if anything blows, it's just cushions, it should be fine. And then we have the grill tucked in to the middle of it, so that should be okay as well. So that's the only thing that's out there on the back porch. The front porch is completely empty and around the house is completely empty. The only thing we have left are the trash cans, but we're obviously not gonna bring those in till last minute because we don't want our garage to stink like trash. So in the garage, we also have, in one of the baskets, our emergency bags just in case we were to have to evacuate or in case we need supplies in there. We have extra food that doesn't expire. We have, I think there's waters in there. Lily has her own, so she has extra food and water and an extra leash. And then in ours, we have like a battery operated video. Lila's blowing kisses over here. We have a battery operated radio, a rope. I think there's like a knife in there or something like that. And like those, warming things, a whole bunch of emergency stuff just in case we were to have to live off the land. Don't make fun of my laugh. No, that's not why. But it is our emergency stuff in case we were to have to leave and evacuate really quickly. We can just grab those bags and we should be okay to just keep going. But I'm not gonna bring those in just yet because I don't like stuff laying around the house, so I'll bring those in last minute. They also have flashlights in them and extra batteries, I believe. So we also have our cars filled with gas. We get an extra propane tank because if the electric does go out, obviously you can't cook or anything, but we can cook on the grill. So Mason went out and got the extra propane tank and yeah. You wanna play drums? Okay. Calm before the storm is coming. I went ahead yesterday and charged a portable battery power operated thing to charge our phones and stuff. Obviously that's kind of, I feel like one of those obvious things, like if you have portable chargers, charge them up so you're ready to go. But yeah, that one's ready to go. That's the only one we have. I probably should have gotten more, but that's okay. Hopefully we don't lose power for that long and that one lasts. And in emergency, you can always go out to your car and charge your phone too, but make sure you open the garage a little bit to let the carbon monoxide out. As you can see, my mother has prepared me well for doomsday prep. And I have some pool floats in there in case we have to float away. I know people probably don't like when I say that, but I'm just joking. If you followed me on Instagram for a long time, then you've seen, I think it was our first hurricane, wasn't it our first hurricane? Yeah, it was our first hurricane. I went outside and the sky was all dark and I was sitting on one of those huge flamingo floats and said I'm ready for hurricane to come. But no, seriously, it's a serious matter, so don't be offended. The news usually prepares you for some of this stuff too, so make sure you have cash on hand because obviously credit cards aren't going to work, so you need to have your cash. The best thing you can do is be prepared and be ready, and as you can see, we are. You never know what's gonna happen. Even if it decides to turn and spin away, I feel like at peace knowing that we have everything ready to go and we're prepared for it at least. Now that I'm done filming, I'm gonna go ahead and turn my lights off to save as much energy as I can. If you're in Florida or you're in Hurricane Dorian's path, I wish you guys all the best of luck and stay safe. Keep it blissful, guys. So when the storm comes, I think I am going to head to Disney World and hop on the new Star Wars Galaxy Edge, whatever ride that is. And I'm gonna go get on Pandora. I'm gonna go get on Toy Story and all the rides that we can do. Who's with me?